Okay, so when you're making your little platter, so you've got your base and you've got your strip. So yes, you want to miter cut on the top. You want to do a top cut so it's angled, and then you want to do an undercut so it's angled. So when we curl it, just like we did with the cylinder, they'll line up and overlap like that. Okay, so if we just left it like that, it would just stand up straight and be like a little mini cylinder, right? So what we want to do is we're actually going to miter cut along this edge, okay, and then actually kind of curl it into a rainbow shape because we want it to flare outward. We want it to angle outward. And because it's a thin strip, we can just flex it right now. What you might notice is the top might start to split a little bit, but this is the point where you would want to just take your finger, rub it, stretch out that top part anyway. You could even pinch it a little bit, but curl it into more of a rainbow shape and then smooth out the lip so it's nice and rounded on both sides. Spend time on that. And once you've got that rainbow shape, that angle will now sit flush and flare outward. Okay, so you can see that it's now flaring outward instead of standing straight up. So that angle will match the base. Okay, so it just depends on how much angle you want. So the more rainbow it is, then the more flare it's going to have. If it's just slightly curved, it'll be more vertical. So up to you. Okay, so rainbow shape. So we've got our top cut, our undercut, and then our angled miter cut on the bottom there, rainbow shape, and then we can lay it around. These areas will overlap just like they did before. And obviously you would score and slip, score and slip. Okay. And then depending on your angle, you might be able to just smooth this and get a really nice blended seam. If it still has an angle to it, you might want to add a little spaghetti coil around the seam and blend it out. But then you'll have a flared dish. Obviously better than this, but that's the concept. Okay. And then if you wanted to, when you're done, you could stuff some paper towel inside to kind of support it, stuff some paper towel inside, flip it upside down, and then you could work on if you wanted to add a foot. So if you were going to be using this for food and wanting to wash it, you would add your little coil around the outside seam. Again, blend the inside and outside, or you could do 3 little dots if you wanted to have glaze on the bottom. If it's just going to be decorative for, jewelry or candle holder or something like that, you could just leave it flat, but up to you. Okay, and then that's it.